So basically let me just run through what I was expecting on Tuesday, but actually I actually those are one of the days. This is one of the days where what you plan already will not come to fruition. Your model might not work. Not that the model wasn't good, but because you're not in control of the markets, right? So it can just happen. So no, exactly. This was Tuesday, right? It was Tuesday. I only took it just one trade, and it was Tuesday. The where I lost. So I had 9:30 opening, right? I had 10 o'clock, right? Uh, Over here, you want to look for the first present fair value gap, right? And that's it. That's it. Put that on. So this T10 first present fair value gap. So I want to see price slowly get here and move out. So it's 1 minute. But I trade only 1 minute, not I trade just 1 minute. Um, so that's it here, right? So have that. So I was expecting price to go slow into this fair value gap and expecting price to go slow into this fair value gap here and drop. That was my expectation, right? And drop. But when I see this run, so it has to change. So it has to change. Took out this high here. That was nice. So now I'm expecting price to come down here, right? And continue. That was my initial plan. That was my initial plan. The price to just come down here and move. That was my plan, but it didn't turn out that way. It moved, came back, and here I got filled in here, right? But price kept doing this sideways movement and that, and I got stopped out here. That's exactly here, and it was there. I was actually trading my maybe funded account, actually funded already. So I was already on the other hand, sure, but I panicked and that was that. Blew up the account. So it was simple. This is one of the day where it won't work, it may not work for you, and that's that. So this Tuesday, let's go to Thursday, Wednesday. So yes, Wednesday we have. So Wednesday we have here. So we have a high here, proud to 9:30 opening. We have a low. Liquidity swept off this high. Now, if we come down, what do we see? Remember, I still say something that the first present, the fair value gap proud to a run of stops is very important. You have to take note of that. So, take note of this, iron it off here. Then 9:30 opening, 10 o'clock. The first present fair value gap here, and I extended it down to my right, and price broke this low, this liquidity, I took it off and came down. Remember, we have a T10 first present fair value gap. Came here and came back to the first present fair value gap of Wednesday. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Break down back. That's that. So that occurs. We're having a short movement here. So my entry either at this fair value gap or at the midpoint of it. There stop loss just before immediately just the high here, simple. SL, now SL I could take, sorry, TP I could take here, but I usually want to depend on my my fib for TPs, right? Or I want to depend on fibs for TPs. I usually love using my fib, so I took my high down there and here from the high and the low. So if I have that, so I the second gradient is one good part point to take TP. Second gradient, and if you see it here, you see the third gradient here. Second gradient, I could take first partial here, second partial here, and the entirety of the trade here. You can say hit it beautifully and went up again rally. That was nice, but I was not in this trade Wednesday. I wasn't in this trade. I didn't take the trade at all. I was doing something else, so that was nice. Then yesterday, price did just exactly the same thing as of Tuesday. Didn't do much. Didn't do much. It's just a recap of markets movements of the week. Didn't do much. So took out the high here and came back. Did not return, right? Didn't return. So there's nothing I could do. Just but if you want to use other ICT PDRs, you could after this drop here, you could see price took out this high here, fair value gap, order block, boom, that's it, and started shorting from there, right? And that's that. If you want to take from here, right, from here down to this point, you could see if you anchor our fib, anchor our fib here, right? Good CP, right? That's that. The same thing applies for so we have today, Friday, can see price was actually jagged, but Thursday, we've talked about Thursday and this Friday. So price came down here, right? 9:30, 10. Price came down here, right? Went higher, broke this high. I was expecting it to hit here. It didn't, but 50% fib would have been a good place to anchor my entry, right? 50% fib rather than this way. So I was expecting this at least would have gone 2.618 would have been nice, but I was expecting this to occur. Then I enter. Then yeah. So however, this would have been a nice point. Would have been a nice point. So if we anchor this 2% gradient here, I think price will really want to get down here. Price will get here. So it will take time, but I think we're gonna hit it. CP, CP to hit there, and I think that's enough. Um, Currently I'm still battling psychology. To take time, but I literally blew my account on Tuesday. I blew off 400 accounts, maybe. I blew my Maven account on Tuesday. It was painful, but anyways, still thank God for everything. I've been Nigerian blood, so nothing dey pain us like that. We've seen enough, but we still keep whatever we get going. Hit it until we hit the target. Still keep going. This is more important than the other things. So we have the psychology. We want to rank most important thing in trading. Number one is like psychology. You really have to deal with psychology. as you are learning how to trade, you are also dealing with your psychology. I battle with psychology currently because I had a poor, I never had anybody teaching me trading before now, before then, before anything. Even ICT is far apart. There's nobody. I was just doing it on my own, right? Doing studying, doing the midnight sacrifice and stuff. So everything I had was just me, no psychology teacher, nobody to teach me whatever I know now, just afar. Although I thank God for ICT too, just to him. But however, I still keep whatever will get going still. We know that one day, so I'm still planning to get another account. Um, I see what I can do with that. And just this same model, nothing much, just trading this alone, risking about $50 per trade. Just $50 per trade. Just this model, not much, not much. Or probably risking about $30 per trade. Just $30 per trade and see how far it goes. So until then, let's keep it going. Good day. Be safe.